got our first teaser for the Naked Gun remake. I'll tell you this. I've been very optimistic for this project ever since they announced that Liam Neeson is starring in it. His comedy is severely underrated, so I'm actually very excited to check this out and get a flavor for it.
Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hey, little girl, stop.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr.
Oh.
Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police.
Alrighty. Real quick before I share my thoughts, be sure to join me down below in the comment section. What did you think about the trailer, and what is your relationship with the Naked Gun franchise? I'll just dive into this one, comedy's one. Not that you don't need to rewatch and dive into the details on it. So for me, I watched the Naked Gun movies way back in the day growing up, and surprisingly so. My mom had books like Devil in the Toy Chest, stuff like that. Pretty cautious about what we watched, and somehow she took us to go see the Naked Gun, I think the second one, in the theater. I don't think it was the third one. I think it was the second one. Like, really, Mom? This is taking us like 10 years old? And I'd already seen the first movie, and you of course remember the part where he swings in from the building and snaps off a piece of the statue on the outside. Pretty classic joke. And just rewatched all three of them last year, and they're still so funny in a way that comedies just aren't today, and that satire and parody hasn't been able to do in film for a very long time. Just such smart, dumb comedy. And they said there's been murmurs of doing a remake for a while, and there's speculation like, who would actually be pretty good at this? Liam Neeson. Which, of course, you know him for Taken. And he's also Oscar Schindler. But if you've seen the stuff where he does comedy, he can do deadpan comedy that's wildly different from Leslie Nielsen. Two very funny LNs, but with very different ways that they do it, different intensities. And so, there's a bit from the Ricky Gervais show about Liam Neeson wanting to do improvisational comedy. And it is so funny. One of the funniest bits in Ted 2 is him showing up trying to buy tricks, though tricks are for kids. And it's so funny. And he's showed up on late shows playing like the Easter Bunny and stuff. And he can just bring this intensity to these very silly lines. And I went, that's someone that I could trust to do this, that it doesn't feel like we're copying it. It's something fresh and new. But captures the energy. And then adding to that, they said that Seth MacFarlane is the producer on it. He's not the writer-director. I'd be even more excited if he was. He's not that, but he is the producer. And so someone that has done comedy multiple times in the past with Liam, that is one of the guys that can still get away with edgy, really funny humor. He will go there in ways that a lot of people won't. And the guy that I think is the right person to replace, Leslie Nielsen. Not quite him writing and directing, but we're almost like he's producing. Now we get our first look at it. 1 minute long, and it's absurd without being too much like the original one in its absurdity. You get some classic deadpan little jokes in there, little teases for how it connects to the other film. It's It's got Paul Walter Hauser, and I think I missed that. I actually interviewed him last week, and I wish I'd had more time to interview him because he's in all these movies I'm really excited about coming in the rest of the year. If I had a few more minutes, I would have touched on some of those just a little bit. But it's like got just a few just really solid jokes in there, ending on just a great OJ bit. Back at like Norbit in the original one was one of the standout characters and already really fun. Like for me, that was like the funniest part, seeing him just getting beat up. And that was really my knowledge of O.J. Simpson. I was aware of him in the sports scene, but, you know, as I started to become aware of broader cultures when I watched the Naked Gun movies, and it was O.J. Simpson getting beaten up. And then my knowledge of course, he's a sports guy, and then I remember the chase, the trials, all of it. So how do you address that in this trailer? And they just go right for it and make a joke out of it. I don't know. Just I'm very excited for this movie. I think they got the right people to do it, and it seems like they're leaning into the right flavor. And in a time where we don't, I think, have enough comedies like this, this could be the one. Maybe this starts a trend of getting more just solid, really funny comedies. I'm excited for it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.